The long-awaited Euphoria Season 3 is finally here, and it's the most intense, boundary-breaking season yet. To chase viral fame on TikTok, Cassie goes to the extreme, mimicking the behaviors of a wild animal, pushing her content to a chaotic limit. Her boyfriend returns home only to find himself in the middle of a total disaster.
People make money doing this.
Think about what you're saying.
You are blowing this way out of proportion.
Meanwhile, driven by a desperate need for survival, Nate is forced into a shadowy organization, handling high-risk internal transport for high-value cargo. The boss orders him to ingest an entire bowl of vacuum-sealed units. To ensure every single package is perfectly airtight, they test them in water, then with soap, before he consumes them all at once. The pay is massive, but the risk is fatal. If a single seal breaks, it's game over for Nate in an instant.
If a balloon breaks, you die.
Many before him have already paid the ultimate price, yet the authorities involved only care about recovering the goods to turn their own profit on the side. Nate and Faye attempt a high-stakes border crossing, carefully navigating through the shadows to avoid detection. But a heavy blockade is waiting on the bridge, with K-9 units on high alert. The pressure is nearly unbearable for Faye.
Sorry.
Don't, man.
I can only clench for so long.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta keep that shit up there, alright? Breathe through it. Damn.
An officer pulls them over, scrutinizing their IDs. Nate remains calm, claiming they're just returning from a trip to Mexico. Despite his intuition, the officer finds nothing suspicious. Even the K-9, after circling the car and sniffing intensely, finally loses interest and moves on. Nate clears the crossing by the narrowest of margins. At the extraction point, he must retrieve the cargo into a steel basin. Over the next 2 years, Nate completes dozens of these missions, becoming a formidable figure within the syndicate. His life changes, and he rises through the ranks. Soon, he's given a mission of even greater scale. Driving through rugged terrain for days, Nate arrives at a secluded hilltop estate. The rule is simple: drop the delivery and disappear. But a moment of curiosity leads him to linger, and he accidentally walks into the Kingpin's private inner circle.
You walk up into my house, dance with my girls, and you don't even introduce yourself.
I'm so sorry.
Alamo doesn't react with anger. Instead, he invites Nate to stay for a drink. Nate is tired of living in the shadows of internal transport and boldly asks for a more professional role. Just as he's making his case, Faye suddenly loses control and begins foaming at the mouth. She collapses right there on the bedroom floor, her life ending in an instant inside the estate. Because a flaw is found in the latest batch, Nate is taken away for questioning. Since he only handles the logistics and never the source, he has no answers for the failure.
You know, when you started talking about how in America you can reinvent yourself, I thought, I don't know, maybe this is God.
Alamo notices Nate's composure and raw courage under pressure. He decides to test his luck. Drawing a custom gold pistol, he presses it against Nate's forehead without a word. Everything is left to the roll of the dice. In the end, Nate makes it out alive. In that moment of survival, the weight of the world finally lifts off his shoulders.